Hey, what's up, everybody? A little video series here. We'll start off here, and hey, if it takes off, it takes off. If not, we'll stop doing it. No big deal. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more of these. Basically, it's just me telling you about my day. I'm gonna try to do this every day, but not every day I'm in a camera kind of mood. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you YouTubers know what I'm talking about. So I'm just going to tell you about my day as a local driver in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. You know, I deliver to Walmarts all day. That's what I do. Sometimes I pick up a backhaul, and we'll tell you about it. Today I had 2 loads. Yesterday I had 1, but today I had 2 loads, and they went off smooth. The first load I had today at Benbrook and Weatherford, that was a meat and produce load, and I love meat and produce, man. And I tell you what, out of the few stores that I have that I deliver to, of course they're not always the same routes, but one of the stores that I really enjoy unloading at is Weatherford, Texas, because man, they're on the ball there. Most of the time that's what I like. There's one other store that's my favorite, but for different reasons, and when we get to that store I'll tell you the reason why. But we had Benbrook and Weatherford, man, and those 2 stores came off just like that, no problems at all. Meat and produce is really easy to take off, and usually that's my first load of the day, is a meat and produce load. And basically what they do is they load up, you've got 2 bulkheads, and they load up produce. So when you open up your door, you see produce right there, and that's 40 degrees. And then you have the meat, they hold at 32 degrees, and that's in the middle, and it's separated by a bulkhead. And then you got your front and nose of your trailers, the produce. So usually your first store gets the produce that's in the back of the trailer by the doors, or by the door, and then you get a little bit of meat that's in the middle. And then the second store or third store will get what's on the nose of the trailer. You know, pretty simple stuff. Sometimes when you have 3 or 4 stores, it makes things a little bit more complicated, but it's not that bad. It really is not. I mean, this is an easy job, it really is, but you know, it may require some walking around, and not a lot of drivers like that. I mean, I enjoy it. But the second drop today, or my second load today, was a dry load. Now, usually that's my second load, but sometimes I do have a frozen dairy load that I do for that second load, which I hate frozen dairy. I hate frozen dairy, but I had a dry load today. The first stop I had today was in Box Springs, and had 2 pallets coming off. And you think, okay, and then I was in and out of there in less than 10 minutes. But the second stop had the rest of the trailer, which came out to like 23 pallets. And you think, you know, in a dry freight, a lot of times it's a drop and hook at the store. But those 23 pallets went to a neighborhood market. And so it was a pretty big, but I tell you what, sometimes these loaders, you can kind of tell, well, I can kind of tell, because I used to work in a distribution center. I used to be an order picker, order filler. And I remember when I was a rookie order filler, my pallets looked like crap. So I wonder if they even arrived at the store, you know what I'm saying? But I remember as I got experience at stacking pallets, stacking dog food and cat food on the pallets there at the distribution center I worked at, my stacking got better. And usually I could tell when I'm looking at these pallets, you know, how experienced the picker is, you know. And today the picker on this dry load was awesome. Or I don't know if they do it 1 picker or maybe the, you know, multiple, but whoever they did it, they were on par, because everything come off nicely. Didn't have to hold anything up, you know, trying to keep stuff from falling over. It was a really good clean load. Both of them were. It was a textbook day. and sometimes you don't have textbook days, but today was a very textbook day. Let's see how many miles I get. I haven't totaled them out. It's 313 miles, and that's usually about average about what I get every day. Now sometimes I don't do a Dallas-Fort Worth load. Sometimes I go out towards like Snyder, Sweetwater, Texas, out that way, and usually you can get about 500 miles on those days. But those are very rare. I wish I could see more of those, but you know, Dallas-Fort Worth, man, you know, hey, if there's a city that I'd love to travel in or work in, it's Dallas-Fort Worth, because it's, you know, home. So anyways, so today I'm gonna probably end up with about just shy of 12 hours of work today. I get paid by the hour here. So if you have any questions about local driving and stuff like that, local trucking that we do, doing what we do, just put it in the comments, man, and I'll try to remember it by the time I do my next video for tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be tomorrow. Hopefully I won't just like, if I have a bad day, I may not do it tomorrow, but that's just kind of how it is. That's just kind of how I am. If I don't feel like it, I don't feel like it. And some days I have bad days, man. Some days I probably shouldn't go press record on this thing because it may get me in trouble, okay? Because I'm frustrated. I may say something I shouldn't say. But all in all, not every day is a good day. But today was. Today was and it's July 4th too. Traffic was pretty much non-existent for a weekday. Actually looked like a Saturday out there actually today. You know, wasn't really much of a rush hour, but as the day progressed there was more traffic out on the road. Usually how I hit the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I don't get stuck in traffic that much. Another reason why I like doing this is because I know my way around the cities. Well, I mean cities: Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, Grand Prairie, Mesquite, Plano, Garland, Allen, you know, Grapevine, everything. You know, there's so much to DFW, and you kind of have to know the traffic patterns. And I've been doing this for years, so I kind of know, you know, where the traffic's going to be. And plus, I use the tools that I have on my phone to check traffic out, because there could always be a wreck. But today was like a weekend. It was like a Saturday. A lot of you guys may want to ask, let me hit up a question that you probably got. What do you got to do, right? What do you got to do when you get to the store? Do you just sit there? Do you sit in your truck or whatever? No, I don't sit in my truck when I get unloaded. I go onto the dock and I grab the stickers that they put on the pallets. That way I make sure that pallet goes to this store, and I'll have the paperwork and everything. I'll put those stickers on that paperwork. And all that kind of stuff. It's just double checking, making sure that everything comes off, and that so far I haven't had a problem. I'm coming up on my 90 days here, a couple of weeks, so far I haven't had any problems. I've caught some potential problems where someone had loaded up a store behind another store or whatever, and I was like, I saw that label and it said the store that I was at, it was behind my next drop, and I caught that one. That was like a week or so ago. And there's stuff like that that, you know, I catch and everything. But I really enjoy this kind of work because you get to deal with people. You know, you're not alone. You know, and listen, I am a loner. I don't mind being alone, but I'm also a very sociable person, and working with people kind of makes work go by better, I guess you can call it. But anyways, that's enough for this video. I need to go home. So you guys have a happy 4th whenever you're watching this. If you're watching it in 2019, happy 4th. If you're not watching this, if you're watching it after the 4th of July in 2019, happy 4th of July 2020. Whatever. I'm being goofy now. Talk to you guys later. Any questions or comments that you want me to talk about, just leave them in the comments here, and I'll try to get to them in my next video. So anyways, hopefully tomorrow will be a good day too. Talk to you guys later. 73.